2019 was a historic year for Scottish women in sport, with the Scottish national team reaching the Women's World Cup for the first time in the summer, with Glasgow City FC reaching the quarter-finals of the Champions League, as well as Hannah Rankin becoming Scotland's first ever female boxing world champion. The surge of success of Scotland's sportswomen has come in part due to the creation of the First Minister's National Advisory Council on Women and Girls, which was set up in 2017. The mission of the council is to advise the First Minister on what is needed to tackle gender inequality in Scottish sport. The Scottish women's national team qualified for the 2019 World Cup by defeating Albania 2-1 back in September 2018. And this great achievement was rightfully celebrated throughout the country, and even the First Minister Nicola Sturgeon joined in by tweeting her congratulations using the hashtag #OurGirlsOurGame. The 2019 World Cup was a watershed moment in women's football, receiving the highest viewing figures ever for a women's football tournament at 1.12 billion viewers. And the final received a total of 82.18 million viewers, which is a 50% increase on the 2015 final. There was a great buzz and interest around Scotland to do with the World Cup, which is why many members of the Tartan Army made the journey over to France to go and support the national team. And the media also increased its positive coverage of the women's football, with the likes of Shelley Kerr, Leanne Crichton and Erin Cuthbert donning the back pages of the daily newspapers. The BBC also had daily updates of the national team's progress on the website for fans to follow throughout the duration of the tournament. As a result of the 2019 World Cup and the success that the Scottish national team brought, the SFA has stated that they will embark on a comprehensive review on how to further develop women's domestic football here in Scotland. The SFA will meet with the SPFL and the Scottish Women's Football to discuss the future of the women's game. SFA Chief Executive Ian Maxwell stated that all funds left in the pot after wages and fees to players have been paid, which is estimated to be around £400,000 left, will be reinvested directly back into women's football here in Scotland. And a statement from the SFA stated that we are keen for the women's game to capitalise on the achievement of qualifying for the World Cup. As well as the Scottish women's national team qualifying for the World Cup, another step was taken to put Scottish women's football on the map, and this was by Glasgow City FC, who reached the quarter-finals of the UEFA Champions League. Now, unfortunately, due to the coronavirus pandemic, this game has not been able to go ahead, and perhaps that will be rescheduled. But this shows again the great interest in women's football now emerging in Scotland, as BBC Alba have commissioned a documentary programme detailing the creation of Glasgow City FC and how it was set up to offer women an opportunity in football, and it will detail the path they've taken from their early days to now becoming the most successful women's football team in Scotland. So efforts from the media in Scotland, as well as at a governmental level, have allowed Scottish sportswomen to showcase their abilities and receive the plaudits and credit they deserve. And the audience has been overwhelmingly positive and showing that the future of women's sport in Scotland is bright.